Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome. My name is HDTGeorge and this is the audio TWAB for March the 3rd, 2022. If you would, down below me here, please hit that like and subscribe button. This is a simple audio reading of the TWAB. As always, no hot takes, no opinions, just the words of the TWAB. This week at Bungie, 3/3/2022. This week at Bungie, it's all about the Vow of the Disciple World First race. What a wild week it's been. It feels like just yesterday we were announcing the Witch Queen, and now we find ourselves on the doorstep of a world first race. This is the weekend that many of you have been waiting for, strategically planning your power gains and grabbing armfuls of snacks from grocery store shelves. In under 2 days, the race begins. Let's get you up to speed. If you're new to Destiny or have yet to engage in a raid, this is the pinnacle of our in-game content. Players around the world are challenged to compete, decoding devious puzzles while engaging in heavy combat through multiple activity encounters. We're not just talking a few enemies here and there, but hordes of combatants clawing away at lives and time while players race to the finish line. We expect no different from the Vow of the Disciple, with multiple teams at the final boss trading attempts at reaching victory. Now let's talk rules. The World First race for Vow of the Disciple will take place in contest mode. This is a unique variant of the raid, only offered for the first 24 hours, capping every Guardian at a specific power level to ensure an even playing field. We announced last week that 1530 power is your target, as this will be the highest power your Guardian will perform at against the enemies you face. Here's a quick bulleted list for all who are in the hunt for World First win. Vow of the Disciple race timeline. Start, Saturday, March 5th, 10 a.m. Pacific. End, Sunday, March 6th, 10 a.m. Pacific. Contest mode. Contest mode will cap all players at 20 power below each encounter of the raid for the full 24 hours of the race. Artifact power is enabled, but only provides benefits to players up to the cap of 1530 power for contest mode. You'll want to reach 1530 power by Saturday to have a fighting chance in each encounter. Some gear items will be disabled in the raid for the duration of contest mode due to general issues that could provide gameplay benefits. While these items may be used in other activities, perks and functionality on the following items will be nullified within the Vow of the Disciple raid, with additional negative impacts to power levels if equipped. Weapons. Ikelos SMG, version 1.0.2 Legendary SMG. Imperial Needle Legendary Bow. Grand Overture Exotic Machine Gun. Wardcliff Coil Exotic Rocket Launcher. Armor and Mods. Wormgod Caress Titan Exotic Gauntlets. Paragon Greaves Titan Exotic Legs. Suppressing Glaive Artifact Armor Mod. Note: additional items may be disabled if issues are found prior to the start of the race. Stay tuned to @BungieHelp for the final list to be published on Saturday morning. Completion. The first team to complete all encounters, loot the final chest, and return to orbit will earn the title of World First. Note: the 6 fire team members present upon the completion of the final encounter will be declared the winners and will be awarded Raid World First title belts. Any member of the fire team who leaves during earlier encounter completions will not qualify. Winners will be announced via @DestinyTheGame after a validation process. More details on that below. We'll be watching as players progress through each encounter, ensuring a fair race among all participants. Any players found to be breaking our terms of service or manipulating game content can be subject to suspensions or bans. Once we have recorded a fire team crossing the finish line, we'll spend some time validating a clean completion before announcing the World First fire team via @DestinyTheGame on Twitter. Full rules and legal terms can be found here. If you complete the contest mode version of Vow of the Disciple during the first 24 hours, you'll receive a unique emblem to celebrate your victory. Contest mode will be the ultimate challenge for many, but for others it's more fun and interesting to watch some Destiny PvE legends take this on. We'll be alongside you in Twitch chats and more as players make their way through the activity. If you'd like an additional space to watch as the race goes on, check out bungie.net/raid race once the raid goes live, or tune in to the Raid Day Tailgate hosted by Professor Broman and Rec1568. As tradition, there will also be some wonderful Bungie rewards unlocked for players to purchase if they take on the challenge. Jacket Quest. If you're looking to show off your participation in the raid launch week and want something nice to wear on your evening walks, we also have a Vow of the Disciple raid jacket offer for you to earn. This special Bungie reward offer is only available to players who complete Vow of the Disciple raid by March 15th, 2022 at 10 a.m. Pacific and place their order by March 31st, 2022 at the Bungie store. Seasonal Pin. For Val the Disciple, we'll also be introducing a new pin reward for those who complete the raid before the season concludes. Additional details and cool preview image will be provided later, so stay tuned to the Bungie Rewards page on the Bungie store. Seal Pin. For those who wish to display their mastery of the raid, players who complete the Val the Disciple raid seal will also unlock a unique pin to display on their jackets, backpacks, corkboards, or whatever they see fit. This pin will be available for purchase through the Bungie store to qualifying players through December 31st, 2022. Outside of the race, there will be some great loot to earn. Don't worry, there isn't a 24-hour timer on any of the weapons or armor pieces found throughout the raid. Just for completing a single time, there's a pretty sweet emblem for you to collect. Take your time, hang out with friends, and enjoy the raid race at your own pace. As always, we're excited to watch as you all dive in. The feedback never stops. And we wouldn't have it any other way. Since the release of the Witch Queen, the team has been collecting and consuming player feedback. Paired with some late nights playing the content alongside you all, the team has identified a few areas of improvement. Some things take a bit of time to address, as we want to make sure the fixes that we implement do not create more issues for us to solve. That said, the team has a plan of action for Wellspring weapon drop rates, Ascendant alloy drop rates for weapon crafting, and some general notes on areas that we're looking at for future Gambit tuning. If you follow Game Director Joe Blackburn on Twitter, you'll likely know most of the following, but we always want to make sure information is available in multiple places. The Wellspring weapon drop rates. Once you've completed the Witch Queen's campaign and begun to engage in the endgame, a new activity appears in the Throne World called the Wellspring. This is a fun 6-player match-made activity offering offensive and defensive variants of the activity on a daily rotation. In the Wellspring, players can earn 4 Throne World-themed weapons, each offering a variety of perks to mix and match for some fun combinations. Each of these weapons can be crafted, and some of these are required for progress on evidence board quests from the Enclave. In a patch targeting next Thursday, we will be increasing the drop chances for both standard and deep sight resonant versions of these weapons. Ascendant alloys. As you get deeper into the crafting game of the Witch Queen, you'll begin to unlock enhanced traits for your weapons. These come at a bit of a cost, each requiring Ascendant alloys. These currencies are meant to be of in-game rarity, coming from higher difficulty activities as you fine-tune your weapons through combat. In addition to the changes mentioned above, we'll be increasing your chances of receiving Ascendant alloy through Master Wellspring completions, not just by the difficulty tier of the activity, but also based on your completion level. This will mean higher chances at earning Ascendant alloys for gold and platinum completions, which can be earned by defeating champions and completing the activity quickly. We will continue to monitor and adjust drop rates as the season progresses. Gambit tuning. While we do not have any firm plans to share at this time, the team wanted to highlight a few areas that we're actively monitoring. Heavy weapon usage. With heavy ammo being available from clearing fronts as you collect motes, it's become far easier to have a tracking rocket or two in the tube, prepped and ready for an impending invader. Gjallarhorn packs a particularly decent punch, especially with tracking Wolfpack rounds after detonation. Invader frequency. While tuning to general invader frequency has helped to reduce back-to-back invades from occurring as often, we're still seeing some general feedback that it can be difficult to handle invaders, especially during primeval phases. Primeval phase. Health. With the changes to primeval healing, we are seeing some reports of lengthy boss phases thanks to some skilled invaders. We appreciate all who have been giving feedback since launch and will report back in the next few weeks after we've had time to collect more feedback and additional data to inform our next steps. Prime Gaming Rewards, Hard Light. Hard Light. You were one of my first exotics to drop for me in Destiny. Your rounds bounced through the corridors of my heart, bringing excitement with every shield popped and enemy defeated. Taking advantage of volatile rounds through the seasonal artifact mod, it's been pretty fun making enemies explode with sustained damage while in void mode. While my love letter is cheesy, this is a wonderful opportunity to introduce Hard Light to newer players in the community. For the next few weeks, this exotic will be available through Prime Gaming Rewards, accompanied by a fun exotic ornament and some other nice cosmetics. If you haven't signed up, we offer a step-by-step process on our Prime Gaming support article. Once you've gotten things squared away and claimed your reward, you'll find the following at Amanda Holiday in the Tower. Hard Light Exotic Bundle. Hard Light Exotic Weapon. Lethal System, Exotic Weapon Ornament. Azure Azazel, Exotic Sparrow. 2 unique limited-time cosmetics. Risen Projection, Legendary Ghost Hologram. One of Us, Legendary Emblem. Once you get your hands on this wonderful exotic auto rifle, take it for a spin in some strikes or battleground activities. Bounce your shots and light up the room for unlimited fun. Steam Deck in Destiny 2. Earlier this week, a help article went live which contained information about Destiny 2 on Steam Deck. We'd like to provide some additional information as to why running Destiny 2 on Steam OS and Linux is currently not supported. Our goal is to maintain a secure environment for Destiny 2 as it features both PvE and PvP combat in an evolving dynamic world. Maintaining the integrity of our security is a complex and long-term process. In some cases, it means teaming with partners like BattlEye and following their recommendations. In others, it means choosing not to support platforms that could provide bad actors with ways of compromising our own Bungie-developed anti-cheat security systems. Steam Deck is not a supported platform, and using the device will trigger our automated security systems to see usage as a potential threat to the community. While we will investigate possibilities of support for new and future platforms, we do not have any additional information at this time. Mods everywhere. We're a little over a week into the Witch Queen, and the team has been tracking reports of issues throughout the game. We've got a recap of our most recent hotfix and a slew of known issues to note. This is their report. Hotfix 4.0.0.2. Today, Hotfix 4.0.0.2 was released to the world. Below are some issues that have been resolved with this release. Players were unable to complete legendary Dares of Eternity if a lightning round was activated. UI elements and round timer were missing from some instances of Dares of Eternity. Players who joined in progress into the final step of the Of Queens and Worms quest were blocked from acquiring the Parasite exotic grenade launcher. The Grave Robber perk on the Enigma Glaive was disabled. Hunters couldn't cancel out of a Glaive melee combo by using their class ability. The reduced damage debuff from the Renewal Graph's Hunter exotic arms only applied on enemies briefly during the initial impact of the Duskfield grenade. The Overload auto rifle and SMG artifact mods did not disrupt the health regeneration of Overload champions after a stun. Synth Cord couldn't be deposited into the loom for armor synthesis. Enhanced 1-2 punch trait disabled. Due to an issue causing some exotics to deal more damage than intended, we have disabled the Enhanced 1-2 punch trait. Weapons utilizing the Enhanced 1-2 punch trait will function as the regular 1-2 punch trait until it is re-enabled on March 10th. Enhanced Pulse Monitor trait disabled. Due to an issue, we have disabled the Enhanced Pulse Monitor trait. Weapons utilizing the Enhanced Pulse Monitor trait will function as the regular Pulse Monitor trait until it is re-enabled after a future hotfix. Wellspring Armor Rewards. Players who aren't getting rewards to drop from the Wellspring activity should be sure to claim any available armor rewards from Finch, the Throne World vendor. Claiming this armor should allow rewards to drop correctly from the Wellspring activity. Known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us in our #help forum. Glaive mods are not dropping from legendary engrams. Multiple seasonal armor sets are no longer available to equip via armor synthesis. The No Time to Explain time portal will continue to shoot at defeated enemies. Titles gilded in previous seasons are displaying guild count instead of the earned title. The Osteostrigger Catalyst shape cost is required for subsequent reshapings of the weapon. This can be bypassed by reapplying the catalyst during the reshape process. The Paragon shader appears twice on the appearance screen. The Nemean Strides Hunter ornament appears twice on the appearance screen. Players may receive a Joining Allies prompt in certain areas of the Thavix boss encounter of the Exodus Crash Strike. Gambit engram focusing cost is higher than intended. Dreaming tokens from the Wish Ender quest remain in player inventories after the removal of the quest. The Father's Sin sniper rifle does not automatically enable its kill tracker after crafting the weapon. Aeon-safe exotic Titan gauntlets are missing a gold stripe. The Logic exotic ornament for the Lament is backwards when equipped. The Champion mod UI indicators on player weapons will disappear after leaving a rift utilizing the Secant Filament's exotic Warlock Legs perk. The Reshaping the Enigma quest line can become stuck on the final step for some players. Ascendant Alloy purchase limit on Master Rahul did not refresh at the weekly reset. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review our Known Issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our #help forum. Our ghost said, "You're about to find out." Movies, we love them. Whether they are epic takedowns in PvP or beautifully crafted cinematic experiences of pure delight, the Destiny 2 community knows how to deliver the goods. With the Witch Queen launch week in the rearview mirror and the road ahead looking ever so bright, because the light, get it? We've got a nifty little hodgepodge of videos for this week's Movie of the Week tribute. Because life can be hard sometimes and not everything needs to be taken too seriously, our first video is a hilarious comparison between our Ghost in the Forsaken DLC and our Ghost Now with the Witch Queen. Bonus points for the blushing, because that's just adorable. The second pick is one we originally planned to show off last week, but better late than never. My Name is Bife perfectly captured the Destiny experience with a project of pure dedication, Dynasty. Enjoy. Movie of the Week, A Tale of Two Ghosts. Movie of the Week, Dynasty. A Warlock and the Queen request your presence. Artist of the Week, Sam. In case you were wondering, we truly love being tagged in your AOTW and MOTW submissions. The talent and creativity behind each piece is truly so magical, and we love how much you love this game. The variety of mediums used is one of my personal favorite parts. So keep those submissions coming, and here is this week's Art of the Week. Art of the Week, Become the Mind. Art of the Week, The Witch Queen. So much to do, so little time. Thanks for joining us for another TWAB. While I'm looking forward to the raid race on Saturday, I'm also looking forward to my sleep schedule getting back on track. This last week has been full of later nights than I'm used to, thanks in part to the Legendary campaign and some sweet narrative content to chew on. If you haven't already, I highly recommend digging into the Season of the Risen questline for this week. It's wonderful to dive even deeper into the backstories of characters we know and love, even if they can be somewhat dark. Before we go, I also want to give a shout out to all who have been donating to our Game to Give charity initiative. Yesterday, many of you joined our stream and kept those donations rolling, smashing our goals within 1 hour of runtime. As promised, we have unveiled the Wear TWAB shirt, currently available for pre-order over on the Bungie store. 10% of profits from sales of the Wear TWAB t-shirt will go to the Bungie Foundation. Much love, and thank you all again for being guardians of the world. Cheers, DMGO4. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the audio TWAB for March the 3rd, 2022. If you would, down below me here, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. If you'd like, you can follow me across all social media at HDTGeorge. And as always, remember, fight the status quo.